Hello and welcome. We have a really good review for you today on that random model. Today we will be talking about a rare cult classic sci-fi movie, The Black Hole. As you already know from the thumbnail, this is from Walt Disney's 1979 movie. This is the Maximilian kit. It stands 11 inches tall if you include the stand, and it's made by MPC. About a month ago, I rewatched The Black Hole and really enjoyed that movie. Love, I love watching that movie. It's a fun ride. It's it is a retelling of the Jules Verne story of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, with the main antagonist being a futuristic uh, Captain Nemo, and the Cygnus being his Nautilus. So here are the instructions. Very simple. Let's look at the kit. Again, this is a very old kit. This is the stand. You plug that into the bottom, and then you plug that into the back of Maximilian, the robot, and he levitates mysteriously in front of your eyes. While I'm opening the wrapping that hasn't been opened since it's been sealed almost 50 years ago, I'm going to give a shout out to the chat community. I identify as an Apache helicopter. Thank you so much for coming. I think you were on last week. That's a funny name. So here's Maximilian's head. And there's a clear part in the box. So these are many of the pieces for the arms. Here is the twirling hand blade where he kills Anthony Perkins' character. You'd want to paint this silver. Here is the shut claw instead of open and shut. The movie is not the best movie. It was on the heels of Star Wars, taking advantage of the fervor that Star Wars generated across the whole entertainment landscape. It caused quite a stir, and a lot of studios were going from hard hitting cop dramas and westerns to space opera, basically. So the torso and the back side of the torso, the front side of the torso. Very thick plastic. I'm sure And sand a lot of this stuff down before. Let's see how they test fit. So the seams will be pretty visible before sanding, and you can see how it joins right here, but then it leaves a nice good seam all the way down. So I would definitely want to do some sanding at the ends, and maybe do a nice little clamp or something while it's being cured. Boy, that is a chunky body right there. You can see it's almost to scale with the box art. That's some good box art, by the way. The movie poster logo and the Maximilian sitting right there. Here is the stand. Definitely have some paint options with that. Probably paint it, maybe even dry brush to highlight. Very 80s. It's like Kubert's jumping pad. The back of the head. Many parts that want to come off. This is probably something that I'll probably be getting to over the next few months. This looks like a fun and hopefully simple build. A lot of pieces fell off in the bags throughout the years. This is part of the stabilizer that joins at his knee. The upper and lower piece. Upper and lower Flurman, I believe this is. I think that's what they called it in Big Bang Theory. The Flurman. Some more pieces that have fallen off. These pieces right here, and these are the arm segment. And he has like 3 arms. Here's an image from the movie. You can see him floating there. All the robots in the movie had a well, I should say the main robots in the movie, because they did have the sentry drones, but the main robots in the movie, Vincent, Maximilian, and Bob, all had a repulsors on them, so they floated in midair. Very neat effect. Very neat effect indeed. So this is it. This is all the pieces from the very simple MPC model Maximilian. The movie, it didn't do that great at the box office. It didn't smash any records. It was actually considered a failure at the time, but boy, oh boy, there's a lot of people who look back fondly on this movie and would love to see a remake that really took the finer elements, the higher concepts of the film, and took care of that. The movie's kind of a mishmash of Jules Verne's, and there's a lot of there as well. And there's a lot of Dante, not Dick, Dante. His Inferno is referenced over and I mean ad nauseum in the movie. And then there's spiritual overtones with imagery, and especially at the end, uh, the the antagonist becomes actually encased in Maximilian's shell as like the devil of Dante's Inferno, with spoiler alert, with the android populace being his demon army. And then there's an angel that, I mean, it's such a convoluted mess of a film, and an ending that is so much open to interpreting, like 2001: A Space Odyssey. But here's how they fit on there. You put them in there. Or not. There's got to be a way of doing it. Anyway, I'll cover this in the build. There's not a lot of these floating around out there, so I doubt there's a lot of videos that will show a intense build, but you get the idea. These are the arms. It goes into a socket, and there'll be 3 of them that hang down, and you can actually pose them throughout the time. So Chris Morawski just posted movies of my childhood. Yeah, mine too. I remember when this came out, and Tron, very underrated movies, but groundbreaking visual and special effects. Black Hole actually had, I believe, the first computer graphics that were on screen at the time. It beat Tron by a couple years. It wasn't very impressive, but for the time, it was something. So you've got Maximilian's head, and at the end, the bad guy, you could see his eyes in the back, because now he is the devil with devil-like horns. It's such a ridiculous ending to such a good movie, but we'll Tron is a great movie. Thank you. But if we could get a remake that kind of reboots the Black Hole franchise, that would be fantastic. They're working on a Tron sequel, Part 3, with Jared Leto. So Gemma's on. Thank you for watching, Gemma. A Disney movie I've never heard of. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's on Disney Plus. If you are subscribed, it's a fun watch. So I definitely recommend it. It's got Anthony Perkins. I can't remember who plays the doctor. Ernest Borgnine is in it. The voice of Vincent is can't remember his name right now. I should have done a little bit more research on this one before I came on there. The Rodney McDowall plays the voice of Vincent. He's also in other Disney movies at the time, if you've seen The Cat from Outer Space and some other things. So this is a very basic kit. I want to thank everybody for watching. Next week, we have a very, very special kit review, another sci-fi classic from the 80s, cult classic, and also a rare kit. It is still sealed in its plastic, and I will be opening that with my scalpel, and we're gonna get into some anime fun. So stay tuned next week, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're doing these live openings. Starting in January, I might start doing some live builds on my Wednesdays. So if you want to see a little bit longer form of a maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes of me actually working on these kits in real time, we can do that also on Wednesdays. So we can break up whether we do a a review. We can alternate maybe some weeks where I do a review and I do a build. Um, I've got a couple videos that will be edited hopefully within the next couple weeks for some other builds that have been in the works for a while. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for taking the time with me. If you're seeing this later in the week or the day, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody who watches this, and you guys have a really good day. Gemma, Chris Morawski, I identify as a Apache helicopter. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your time, and you guys have a very good day.